So a few months ago, I created a video called Master the Cowcatcher by the end of this video. And the main point of the video was to showcase that whenever you get shoulder deep in your cowcatcher and their arm ends up in between your shoulder and your neck area, somewhere along here on your trap, right on your shoulder, on your neck, doesn't matter, that their ability to muscle down against your cowcatcher is pretty much zero. And the easiest way to get this position is by grabbing the far lat. And I use a lot of high level examples to explain this. And then I had two comments on that video that I'm going to make video replies to. The comment that I'm going to make the video reply to today is this comment. The goat of the cowcatcher, or snake, because I guess some people called it that back in the day, is Johnny Thompson. Dude pinned 3 NCAA champions, runner-ups, and countless amazing wrestlers with his go-to move. Now this is in the early 2000s. I was born 2000. Never heard of this guy. But I'm like, if he's the GOAT of the cowcatcher, I wonder if he supports my original claim in the video of that's a great position to be in order to use the cowcatcher. Hand on the far lat, having their arm in this area. And I looked up Johnny Thompson. He was a 3-time NCAA runner-up and a 2-time NCAA champion for Oklahoma State. The video, I'm going to make another video tomorrow responding to the other comment that disagrees with the claim in the original video that reaching to the far lat is a good idea. And I want to thank both comments because this is how we get better at wrestling, analyzing different positions and why certain moves work or don't work, how you can be countered and not get countered. So let's look into some film from Johnny Thompson. This is him, and as you can see in the first clip, his opponent's arm is on this area, and he has his hand on the far lat. And it's a pretty seamless technique. Now I'm going to reuse a lot of this footage for my deep dive tomorrow, responding to the comment that said reaching to the far lat gets you headlocked, because I understand why they reached that conclusion, but that's not the detail that I believe is the reason why people get headlocked in this situation. Better angle of this situation right here. This is where you want their arm. You do not want their arm muscling down against the inside of your elbow. And a lot of people just punch very shallow on the cowcatcher. Again, same thing. You can see the arm right here, reaching high up on the back or the far lat. Some people may just say far armpit. Very basic. And this guy really had the best cowcatcher, right? It makes sense to, in relation, like in addition to the first video, right? This is just further proof that this guy had a really, really good cowcatcher. He used it at the highest level of wrestling, and these were the same tips, and these were the same. He did it the same way as explained in the first video, right? If you haven't already, check out my bookstore on Shopify where I have these 2 books published, as well as my 3rd book, Master the Cross Wrist. I also have a 4th book coming out very soon. Should be out before the end of the month. I know you guys will love them. And let's get back to the video. Arm high on the trap or the neck or the shoulder, reaching high up on the back to the far lat. Never heard of this guy before making the video. So I was very surprised. If I had seen that this guy was the, as the comment said, the GOAT of the cowcatcher, and he did it in a completely different way than I made that video on, then that kind of raises the question in that video. Now you can always say that there's multiple really good ways to do it, and they're all equal, right? But that's a harder argument to make. But the fact that I was pretty confident in doing the cowcatcher this way before watching Johnny Thompson, this increased my confidence in doing it. But we will show some clips at the end that will go into the claim made by the other commenter that will add validity to his comment that I respond to tomorrow in the video. Really good example here. You can see the arm up high. So it's not a completely crazy comment. There's a reason why he believes that reaching to the far lat can get you thrown, get you headlocked, and there's validity to that statement. So keeping this video a little bit shorter so you guys can tune in tomorrow again and see it. Because I don't want anybody, if someone watched this video and watched my last video and read that comment, I don't want them thinking, oh, if I do the cowcatcher this way, I'm going to get thrown. And there's nothing really complicated. It's just basic throw mechanics. So here, I slow it down. You can see it's something there. There's definitely something there of off balancing your opponent. In the last couple of examples, or the last example, you're gonna see same match. Right, that could have not been good. Again, off balance, and then he hits it though. So what were the differences in this situation? That's everything I'm going to be going over in my video tomorrow. I just wanted to show a 3-time finalist, 2-time NCAA champion, and the quote-unquote GOAT of the cow catcher, how he did the cow catcher, which agrees with my first video on this technique. And we're going to look at a few things tomorrow to make sure that you're staying as safe as possible. Taking somebody feet to back is great, but if they end up taking you feet to back, then we're taking a move that should be very low risk, and not only making it a medium risk move, we're making it a high risk move by doing this one trick or this one step incorrectly. So see you guys in the video tomorrow.